What is going on, guys? Coach Joe here at the Lions Den, located in Colmar, PA. And in this video, I'm gonna give you guys the 3 best pieces of advice that I've ever received that have gotten me to where I am today in my lifting career. So let's get right to it. But first, if you haven't watched the 3 worst pieces of advice, along with some other pieces of bad advice that the viewers have submitted, go check that video out, which I'll link right here. And as always, guys, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and put something down in the comments section that I can respond to because I'm desperate and I need to talk to people. Okay, so first piece of advice right off the bat. And I just want to say that there are so many great pieces of advice and it's really tough to narrow down to 3, but I'm going to do the best that I can. And what I want you guys to do is put them down below what are the best pieces of lifting advice you have ever received. But the first one for me has to be building base strength. And I have this short story that I talked about in other videos, but when I first got a personal trainer and got involved with strength training, I thought I was gonna be doing tons of curls and chest exercises using machines and basically kind of what I saw bodybuilders doing at the time. However, when I went to this coach, and thank God he knew what he was talking about, he put me into a squat rack. And he taught me how to squat, taught me how to bench. We were lifting things, carrying things, flipping tires, using sledgehammers, doing farmer walks, etc. All sorts of these big compound movements. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to build a base of strength and I didn't worry about all the little isolation movements when I was young. And that really helped get me to where I'm at today. So by far, one of the best pieces of advice is gonna be build that base strength, guys, and that the basics work. So never give up on the basics, and when in doubt, just hit them super hard, and you're going to have, a great physique, you're gonna be just well-rounded, you're gonna be super strong, and have all the great fundamentals that are gonna make you a successful lifter. So that's my first great piece of advice. Second piece of awesome advice, and I actually didn't really get this until the last couple years, has to do with pain management and learning more about what exactly is pain and the nuances that come with pain. So back in the day, if I was ever injured, okay, maybe in sports or maybe with lifting, I would just take off. And now we know that's probably one of the worst things that you can do. And a lot of the research out there suggests that one of the best things you can do is train around that tweak or that injury and find ways to modify and adapt. So for me, I learned a ton from Austin Baraki at Barbell Medicine, along with a lot of other pain science guys out there. So check out Barbell Medicine or Austin Baraki's content on pain. They put a lot of good stuff out there and just how nuanced and complex pain can be. And also just try to find a way to work around pain and injury, all right? Taking off or just not doing anything is not going to be as beneficial as trying to adapt, train around, find variations that you can do, and focus on what you can do rather than what you can't. So that has helped me progress through my lifting career, where when I would see an injury as a setback, now I look at it and I figure out how can I grow through this injury and get back as fast as possible and come back even stronger. So that is tip number 2. All right, so my third and final greatest piece of advice is to enjoy the process. And this has been handed down to me from lifters that are older than I have, who have better lifting careers than I've ever had, and they've been around for a long time. And basically what happens is when we first start lifting, right, we think everything's gonna be a linear progression. And in the beginning, it may be that way. However, the more you advance in lifting and the better that you get and the longer you're around, you start to see these peaks and valleys, right? These highs and lows. And during that time, it can get a little bit discouraging. And then you start questioning maybe, why am I doing this? Or you get frustrated and you just maybe don't enjoy lifting as much. However, when you have the mindset of, this is a journey, this is a process, these things are supposed to happen, they're going to happen, it makes it just a little bit easier and a little bit sweeter when you're going through it. So for me, changing that mindset around, and thank goodness I have these older role models that have been able to share their stories and relate to me when I go through these periods, has just made it a lot better, okay? So if you guys are in this for the long haul, you have to know that the days of the linear progression will probably come to an end, okay? So you're gonna have peaks and valleys, and just keep going through it, all right? There's beauty in the journey and in the process, and if you guys wanna be around for the long haul, you need to just grasp that concept and know that it's gonna take time, all right? So if you're looking for the long haul, big picture of things, it's that this is a journey, all right? You never really do have a bad day because every day is just a great day that we're able to train and get to use, the gym at our disposal. So just focus on that. But I think those are really good 3 tips that I can give you guys, and hopefully you can share this video with your friends or fellow lifters. But more importantly, what I want you to do is go down in the comments section right now, put the best pieces of lifting advice you've ever received. And like I said in the beginning of the video, it's tough for me to pinpoint just 3 because there's so many, but I want to give you guys a little base there. You know, 1 on training, 1 on pain management, and then 1 that's kind of training in life, you know. And it's kind of funny how lifting relates so much to life, right? And the things that we face in the gym can directly impact and help us with what we face outside the gym. But that's all I have for today, guys. Lots of great videos coming out. We're trying to do about 3 a week, so stay on the lookout. Make sure you guys are liking the video, subscribing to the channel, share these videos. It means the world to me. If you guys are looking for a fantastic community, go to Facebook, type in The Iron Lions. It's a Facebook group. Request to be in. We will accept you. It's just a community of lifters where we do form checks, articles, and you can just ask questions and hang out with us, you know, virtually. There's also programs, zatstrength.net. So if you guys are looking for programming, whether it's custom or template, zatstrength.net is the place for you. And as always, I am an HD Muscle sponsored athlete. So all my supplements that I use every single day are from HD Muscle, highest quality stuff on the market. Use code ZATSTRENGTH, save yourself some money, and check out those supplements. If you don't want to use supplements, that's totally fine, up to you. Go get your stuff wherever you want, but I always appreciate the support. So stay lean, mean, strength machine, guys. Catch you next time. Peace.
Part of them, or some of them, can be embarrassed potentially, okay, and they're just gonna kind of be like, oh, thanks, yeah, but, you know, but she knows that she looks hot, this and that. She knows people are looking, and you know, most guys are just like staring at her and shit like that. And when you walk over and you start like really laying it on thick, like other people are going to be watching and whispering, and it's going to put a lot of pressure and attention on the situation, which is exactly what you don't want to do. Okay, you don't want to put pressure on her so that she feels like all these people are watching. It's more just like a casual thing. So I'll even wait until she's more of like in an isolated area of the gym, and that's when I'll go over. What's up, guys? John Anthony here from John Anthony Lifestyle. Today we're going to talk about gaming at the gym. Okay, a lot of guys think that you should just spam approach like an RSD retard and attract a lot of attention. That's going to build up a big rep and make you seem like that guy, okay, which is not the most desirable position to be in, okay, when you're going to a place where you regularly see these same girls all the time. Okay, so I'll go into the proper strategy at the gym and how I've banged a whole bunch of girls at the gym and how you can too. Before we continue, if you're new to the channel, this channel offers straightforward, no bullshit, practical dating advice that's centered on efficiency, effectiveness, and optimization. Okay, so if you're new to the channel or not yet a subscriber, please subscribe below. Press the notification bell for alerts of new videos every single day. Okay, and those new videos are typically around 2 p.m. Eastern time. Also, if you are struggling, and I know most of you are, that's why you're watching these videos, help is literally just a week away to be achieving rockstar level results, achieving 5 to 10 dates a week, closing 1 to 2 new girls per week, and putting about 1 new rotation girl on per week as well. Jump on a free 30-minute call. It is free, there's no obligation. I'll tell you how I can get you from whatever level you're at to a very advanced level very fast. The link is in the description for that, okay? So in the gym, the way that I approach, first off, you don't want to be mass approaching or doing it that often, okay? You kind of want to do it under the radar, low profile, not attracting a lot of attention, and you do not want to be going direct, okay? So you're not going to want to be going up and saying, hey, you're so beautiful, I had to talk to you. Hey, you're so adorable, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, don't do any of that stupid shit. Also, don't do any fancy gimmicky shit, which is what most of you are doing anyways. That includes, you know, cold reading or all the other fucking poison that's been thrown in the community. All you need to do, okay, what I prefer to do in the gym environment is just say some kind of comment on her appearance, okay? Not in a compliment way about her being hot or something like this. I'll say, oh, that's an interesting tattoo. What is that? Oh, I really like your shoes. I really like your pants. I like the way that you did your hair. Oh, that shirt's cool. Blah, blah. If there's nothing you can comment upon with her appearance, you just walk up and say, oh, hey, what's up? I'm new to the area. Or hey, just some excuse for talking to her, okay? And then from there, I'll just make light chit chat. I'll try to DHV, demonstrate higher value. I'll say, oh yeah, I DJ at this club and this club, or I'm looking to DJ at some of the clubs around here. What do you do? So basic chit chat. But then very quickly after that, after some brief back and forth, I'm going to invite her into what appears to be like a group hangout. Okay, so I'm gonna say, hey, I throw parties, or hey, I have barbecues or whatever. I wanna invite you to the next one do you have WhatsApp? So like I propose, remember in those videos where I talk about persuasive frames, I always say you say what you want to put into your frame, and then you talk in that frame already as if she's agreed upon it. Okay, so I'll say, oh yeah, cool. So I throw parties or I have barbecues. I want to invite you to the next one. Do you have WhatsApp? Okay, because in Brazil, everyone's using WhatsApp. I want to invite you to the next one. Are you this area code or this area code as you're taking out your phone dial pad? Okay, let me grab your info and I'll invite you to the next one. Okay, so that's one approach. You can invite her to like a group thing. So then I would take her phone number. Cool, nice meeting you. And I'm not, you're not being physical. I'm not going to be saying over the top sexual remarks. Because keep in mind, if she's like, oh, I have a boyfriend, or no, I'm not interested, or whatever. Okay, if she has some kind of negative reaction, you don't want to have gone hard or made any kind of strong moves or embarrassed yourself in any kind of way or really put yourself out there in any kind of way, because you're going to have to fucking see that girl all the time. And maybe she's in with her boyfriend the next time. And if you came in, oh, I thought you were the most beautiful, blah, 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 right? Now you have to see that girl every day with her boyfriend and you look like a fucking idiot. Okay, also like, you don't want to be doing multiple approaches within one gym session, maybe 1 or 2 max. Okay, you don't want to be, oh, there's 6 hot girls in here, I'm going to go open every single set. Okay, typically people are going to notice that you're going from girl to girl, and it's going to potentially look like you're bothering or harassing these girls, or otherwise just being a fucking desperate clown. Okay, this shotgun approaching that RSC was teaching for years is frankly very stupid, and it looks dumb in this kind of environment. Okay, so another way you would do it is you would say, oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm new to the area. I just wanted to come and say hello. Blah 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 blah. Brief back and forth, and then, are you down to meet up sometime outside the gym? We can maybe grab a coffee sometime. Just standard date proposal stuff. It doesn't need to be indirect. I prefer the indirect number closing in an environment like the gym, because if she's not down, then there's like no harm done. There's no now awkwardness when you go to have to hang out later and this and that. Okay, or when you see her later. I mean. Okay, whereas, with the other approach, we're like, hey, do you want to get coffee sometime? Oh, no, I'd like to, but I have a boyfriend, or, no, thanks, I'm not interested. Now you have to see this girl a bunch. So it's more, I like to just kind of put out feelers there. Like, hey, I'm just like a person that connects different people. I have different parties, this or that. We should hang out sometime. And then over text, hey, when are you free to grab a coffee? Hey, when are you free to grab a drink? Okay, so I switch it so that now I'm going to a direct frame over text. Okay, that's my personal preferred approach. I banged a bunch of the girls at the gym like this. Normally when a guy comes in all direct, you can see it from a mile away, walks up, oh yeah, this, that, the other thing, and the girl is kind of like that. Part of them, or some of them, can be embarrassed potentially, okay, and they're just gonna kind of be like, oh, thanks, yeah, but she knows that she looks hot, this and that. She knows people are looking, and most guys are just like staring at her and shit like that. And when you walk over and you start like really laying it on thick, like other people are going to be watching and whispering, and it's going to put a lot of pressure and attention on the situation, which is exactly what you don't want to do. Okay, you don't want to put pressure on her so that she feels like all these people are watching. It's more just like a casual thing. So I'll even wait until she's more like in an isolated area of the gym, and that's when I'll go over. Okay, if she's like in the midst of all these people, it's funny. I remember this story. I was with my old friend Sonny Arvado, and there was this pretty hot chick at the gym in North Carolina, and she used to always make like grunting and orgasm noises when she would lift and stuff like that. And guys would come over and talk to her, and it was very obvious. And she would usually like snub them and this and that. She had headphones on, so it's hard to approach her. And I ended up seeing her on Bumble, and I ended up meeting. She had a kid, and she couldn't leave the kid, and so I went over to her house when the kid was asleep. I ended up like railing around the couch, and there was like fucking kids' dollhouse shit getting knocked around by her mom, getting fucking plowed out on the couch. So that wasn't done through a cold approach in the gym, but that was a very tough one to cold approach, because she always had the headphones on. She's always making these sexual noises, when she was doing her lifts very loudly and attracting all this attention, all this shit. So, that doesn't apply in terms of the cold approach. But, you want to, if the girl is isolated away from the group of people where it's not going to attract as much attention, that's preferable. Okay, or if you're there on a time when there's not a lot of people around. Not that stuff ultimately matters, but the more people around and the more people that are looking at her, it's going to make her feel a bit awkward and pressured too, especially with headphones on. You come up, hey, I thought you were beautiful. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm busy working out here. Boom, right? Or maybe she goes turn and talk to you and sees all these people staring, all this stuff, and you're trying to be like the man and all this stuff. But it's better just low key, casual, no pressure. this or that. If I'm with, I usually go to the gym with one or more of the girls in the house, and I'll have them do the approaching. They can get the girl's number from the locker room as well, the bathroom, you know. So it's easier, and it's more, you know, less pressure when there's another female approaching them. Hey, you know, I'm here with a guy I'm seeing, this and that. We want to invite you to a party. We think you're cute. Blah blah blah. Okay, and then you have it framed for them to come over at another time. So I hope that was helpful. Kind of to recap. I advocate going indirect. I don't go indirect in many cases, but I do advocate going indirect in this case. Keep it low pressure. You're not going to be doing physicality. You're not going to be saying over the top sexual things. I even advocate in this particular instance, number closing indirectly, meaning I want to invite you to a party. I want to invite you to a barbecue. It's low pressure. It's easy for them to say yes. They almost feel obligated to say yes. Okay, whereas if you came in direct, it would be much easier for her to push you off. If you asked her on a date straight away, it'd be much easier for her to push you off, all things considered, okay? Versus, oh yeah, cool, yeah, I think I can come to a barbecue sometime. Then over text, now that you've got your foot in the door, that's when you can go direct. And now there's no people all watching, and there's no all this attention, all this stuff, okay? But don't be that guy that's spam approaching all the pretty girls at the gym. I had a guy that was one of my wingmen in Brazil that started doing that. I had to stop being friends with him because it was attracting too much negative attention. People are like, who the fuck is this guy, right? He just see all these girls and we're getting all these dirty looks in the gym. Like, dude, what the fuck is your problem, right? RSD, thank you, RSD. One of the many millions of terrible things they've done to people. So thank you so much. If you want to master the whole game and find out my exact system for every part of the game and master the whole game optimally in 8 weeks, jump on a free 30-minute call. I'll go over that system with you, how it can take you with whatever level you're at to a very advanced level very quickly. Also, please subscribe below if you have not subscribed already. Press the notification bell for new videos every single day, usually around 2 p.m. And like, comment, and share if you found value. Put the comments in below if you have questions, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.
Some do it for the income, but we do it for the outcome. Some of us are active while others just let their mouth run. No doubt, son, this is not just about fun. We will not be outdone by these cowards who shout stuff.